Hey Danny, how you doing, man?
Oh, God, Lewis.
Right, yeah?
I'm just too fucking sad, Lewis. Everything's just turning to shit. And do you know the problem is? Our podcast comes out like a week after shit's happened. So, see by next week, we could all be dead. And it could just be silence, just white noise as this podcast
What a nice,
plays.
cheery opener.
Yeah, I don't know if I can talk about Arrival today, Lewis.
How about we just don't talk about Arrival then? How about we try and lighten the mood, bring some revelry and joy into the world?
Really?
Yeah, just talk shit for an hour. That's what I do in the rest of my life. I might as well do it here as well.
What, the ultimate bullshit?
Yes, the ultimate bullshit.
Yeah, we totally didn't plan this, by the way.
Yeah, this was completely spontaneous. We just made the decision.
Completely spontaneous decision without any forethought whatsoever.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I've got pages and pages of notes on Arrival just here on my desk that are just going to go unused now. I mean, what the hell am I going to do?
I think that's a fantastic idea. I think we should just talk shite for an hour.
Okay, well, I do like talking about shite.
Yes.
It's one of my favourite podcasts.
Triforce
podcast.
It drives me nuts.
But they always
see what
say
I did
that...
there? See what I did there?
No, 'cause shite, I don't understand. Why would shite drive your nuts?
Drives me nuts.
I don't get it.
There's nuts and shite.
But not necessarily, though. You could eat something that isn't nuts.
Yeah, but you know what oh, fuck off. Is it saying sick drives me carrots? Even though I know it's not really carrots, it's stomach lining, but...
Yeah, but even sick drives me... That's just... No, I'm sorry. You need to get a better dad joke. I have very high standards for...
Jesus Christ.
Well, I think a lot of shit jokes kind of qualify as dad jokes because, like, they don't require... Well, yeah, dad jokes are shit. And I think that the thing that makes a dad joke is the fact that because you're telling it to a child, for it to be a dad joke, it has to have no sort of... It requires no foreknowledge of, like, the world around... Like, it can't be a reference to an album because the child is 2 and won't understand what that means.
Yeah.
It has to be some kind of shit pun. That's what the joke. It's, I drank some food colouring for breakfast this morning. Yeah, I felt great at first, and then I was a little blue. Do you know what I mean? It requires... It requires stupidity for it to work.
Yeah.
Because children are stupid relative to the high-class world of satirical humour that we have.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It requires stupidity. So I have a high standard for dad jokes, and I think that joke about shit and nuts was absolutely terrible.
Well, I laughed, so... that's all that matters. What's that joke that you tell that I find really funny?
I can't remember.
It's really...
What do you mean?
It's a knock-knock joke.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've got a joke. It's a knock-knock joke. It's the one you like. You've got to start it. Go on.
Knock-knock.
Who's there? The key to that one is just pretending like... The key to that one is slipping it in midway through a conversation about jokes.
Yeah.
Because if you just go up to someone, they'll see through it. But yeah, I like that one.
That's my favourite one. I really like it. It's very clever. It is very clever. Do you remember you told Leighton that and it took him like 2 seconds to click and then he just burst out laughing?
Yeah. I do like that one. It's, expectation? Subversion. Way!
It's all about misdirection. Well,
hello and welcome to my new podcast. Lewis Brindley takes jokes far too seriously.
Yeah, we've got a number of side podcasts. Lewis Brindley and how to deal with the homeless epidemic. Well, what you do is you give them pasta.
On the subject of pasta, right? I made my own pasta this week. How great's that?
What's pasta?
What?
What's pasta? What's that?
The fuck kind of... Oh, right, okay.
Is that some sort of... We no longer have...
Yes, it's no longer available in the supermarkets. I had to consult an ancient text called bbcgoodfood.com to try and... I'm not on commission. Please don't think I'm on commission, although if you'd like to pay me, I would love that. But yeah, I made my own pasta. I was making what was it? I was going to do some tortellini. I found this old book that somebody had bought from my dad when he moved in, and it was on the shelf. And it was the Great Pasta Cookbook. And I was like, oh, great, yeah, pasta. So I made a pasta dough, and that was great. Then I rolled it out dead, what I thought was incredibly flat. It was not flat enough. Right. It was really thick and difficult to eat.
There was a
so it did not go well, but you know.
There was a camel hump in the middle and you didn't realise.
But yeah, I did, so I made some ravioli. I'll put a picture in the show notes, if I can be bothered.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, the show notes. I didn't even... I forgot about that. There's some stuff that we used to do that I've completely forgotten about. Philip, remember that dinosaur?
To be completely honest, I haven't even checked Patreon in at least a month.
Yeah, we could be earning so much money that we don't even know.
I mean, we're not, because I do get we're not.
Yeah.
But if we were, that'd be nice.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, check us out, patreon.com/shouting into the void. Go and take a look.
No one's gonna give us money now, especially with the end of the world happening.
Oh my god. For a joke about levity and humour, you are really leaning hard into talking about coronavirus.
Yeah, I mean, well, we have to, Lewis. I mean, it's everywhere. It's fucking everywhere. That's all you hear about.
Would you like to hear some irony?
Go on.
I am ill, but I haven't even got coronavirus. I've got like a headache and a sore throat. Neither of those things are symptoms of coronavirus. I woke up this morning, looked at my wife, and I said, God, I feel a bit like ill. She was like, oh, do you? I was like, yeah, I've got it from you, and I will fight you about this.
Wow. And, immediate blame. You just wake up. Yeah, I feel a bit ill. Oh, you're right. I got it from you. You carrier.
Well, the thing is, Chloe's been ill for a couple of days, just with like vaguely under the weather type stuff. And I thought, oh, I'll be fine. If I get it, I'll be fine. But I am fine, let's be completely honest.
Yeah.
But like, it is just like a stuffy head and a sore throat, and I've drunk about 10 litres of water in the last hour to try and intake as many fluids as I can and flush it out my system.
You are what you drink or eat.
Yes, so I'm...
That can't possibly be true.
What?
I'm not a pig.
Okay.
Or a cow, or a potato, or
I think it's
carrot.
more about the ethics of the traceability of food. I think that's what that saying is about. If you eat good, honest food, you're a good, honest person. If you eat like battery farmed chicken, I don't know.
That sounds like such a big fucking elitist way of looking at the world. It's like you eat this food. If you eat this food, you're a good person, and if you don't eat this food, then you're a bad person. That's bollocks, mate. Who decides?
Yeah, that is bollocks.
Who decides what's good? Who decides what food's good?
Well, I think it's more of an ethical thing. Like if the production of your meal involves killing a child, then it's probably not an ethical meal.
Well, ethics is subjective, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Like, what if my ethics are to eat a child? Are you going to tell me I've got bad ethics?
Yes, I think child murder is something that universally people are pretty against that.
Right, okay, let's say for the sake of argument it isn't good ethics, okay? But...
Right.
But...
No, go on, I want to hear where you go with this, go on.
Yeah, but just because you say it's bad doesn't mean that it's bad. Because there isn't a universal law on good and bad. It's subjective societal standards that have evolved over thousands of years.
Right.
Do you get what I mean?
Pasta straws.
No. Listen, this isn't.
No. I understand.
Stuff.
Yeah.
I am not for 1 second advocating killing children. Okay. As much as I would like to, no, don't do.
It's important to get that disclaimer out there. No, I do understand what you mean. There are a lot of different moral judgments and stuff which are influenced by your upbringing and the culture you live in and all these different things. So, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So that's why when people tell me to be a good person, it's like, what does that mean? According to you, that's what that means. It's like what that basically means is do what I want you to do, you peasant. That's the way I see it. And that might be a very unreasonable way to look at it, but I don't care.
I mean, it is semi-unreasonable, but you know.
Yeah. be a good person. Yeah, but wait a minute. But didn't you kick a dog to death last week? Yeah. So how can you be a good person, Daniel? Do you know what I mean? It's like that. It's
Kicking
like,
a dog to death, it makes you a good person, Daniel.
it's like when you'll often find that people who tell you to be a good person are probably not very good themselves.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if you're listening, folks, if anyone tells you to be a good person and upgrade your behaviour, don't listen to them. Continue on the unreasonable path that you're on, and don't listen to anyone else but the bitter inner thoughts of yourself. But anyway, back to pasta. So, God, Lewis, do you know what I've realised?
Go on.
See this coronavirus epidemic?
Right.
It's making me realise how feeble we all are.
I see.
How do you think let's see if this turns out to be an apocalypse? This is how we're going to behave. We're going to hog hand sanitizers and toilet roll and things like that. We're just not equipped, Lewis. We're just not equipped to live in an apocalyptic world.
You are right. The people that are like buying up dozens and dozens of 24 packs of toilet roll or hand sanitizer or whatever, they are not good people. If you're gonna like start price gouging hand sanitizer, like, yeah, I bought 700 cases for £1. Now I'm gonna sell them for 300 quid each. Do you know what I mean? It's
yeah. It also brings up another interesting point that I bet the guy who did that, who started that, is raging. It's like a couple of weeks ago, buying lots and lots of hand sanitizers would have just seemed like madness. But this guy took the chance. This guy was like, no. This is the way forward. This is going to make me a lot of money. And then he's like, oh my god, it worked. It's happened. Oh, I'm going to be so rich. And then immediately he gets a knock on the door. It's like, oh, you're coming with us, sunshine, you big dirty hand sanitize selling mother flyer.
I like how the implication of that is that he was just buying crates of hand sanitizer anyway. He just happened to be buying crates of hand sanitizer. Oh, there's a pandemic! Fantastic! Let's get this hand sanitizer out on the street. He stood there on the street corner in a trench coat, opening his coat and going, hey, you want to buy some hand sanitizer? And like, offering
wait.
up the hand sanitizer sewn into the inside of his coat.
Wait a minute, so I was saying that he was sort of speculating on whether it would be bad, but what you're surmising is he didn't even know that an epidemic was coming. He just likes hand sanitizer and just had a lot of it, and there's a pandemic, I could make some money off of this.
Well, I mean, why not? There's a slim but non-zero chance that somebody out there who's like just done their yearly, I don't know, shop at the cash and carry. Do you ever do that? I've never had a yearly shop. No. I'm presuming this person is some kind of freak. I'm presuming there's a freak out there that has like just bought 300 bottles of hand sanitizer, as he does every year or every week even. If he just gets through it at that rate, yeah. And then he wakes up the next morning and he's pouring, I don't know, milk on his cornflakes. I couldn't think of any weird cereal. And he's watching the news and he thinks, oh, there's a pandemic. Time to start selling my hand sanitizer for £10 a bottle. Let's get it out there.
He puts hand sanitizer in his cereal rather than milk.
I can't imagine that would taste good.
Well. You try to tell me that there's an objective taste, Lewis?
No, I'm trying to tell you that most things do.
I'm trying to tell you that soap is not designed for eating, Daniel. You try to tell me that I can't eat soap if I want. No, you can. But I'm just saying that it's probably not going to be that good for you. Well, what if I want to eat soap, Daniel? I am not going to continue this conversation, you absolute melon.
Oh, God, eating soap wouldn't be fun. If you had to eat soap, if someone was pointing a gun to, like, your family's head or whatever, and you had to eat...
just one gun.
Yeah, it's a big gun.
They're all in a line.
If you had to eat soap, would you choose to drink liquid soap or take a bite out of a bar of soap?
Wow, that is... lighten the mood, Daniel. Let's talk about your family getting threatened and you eating soap. I would probably take a shot of the liquid soap.
Okay, how do you reckon it would taste?
Probably pretty bad. I mean, I've had sometimes you've tasted soap inadvertently when you've been washing, and it's maybe a bit goes into your mouth and it's just like, ugh. But swallowing that like a cupful, it's like
Yeah, that wouldn't be nice, would it? It's not a desirable taste.
No, and
I want my brownies with a nice dressing of Purell.
Yeah, but your insides would be squeaky clean.
Fairly sure that's not how that works. It's like, oh yes, I'm going to drink this.
You are what you eat, Lewis.
So I am liquid soap.
I am soap. I am soap.
Okay, Daniel, you are soap. Whatever you say.
Pat me in the head and send me back to the padded cell. I am soap.
Oh God.
Oh God. Well.
So how are things in Glasgow? I've never been to Glasgow. Tell me about it. What's it like up there? What's the atmosphere like at the minute? Tell me all about it.
I think it's gonna get a lot worse. there's troops on the streets, and specifically places like Postal, which is a place in Glasgow. So they're just trying to lock us all down, Lewis. They're trying to tell us, no, don't go outside because of disease.
When you say they're trying to tell us, do you not see that that's good advice? Don't go outside, practice social distancing.
Is it though?
In times of pandemic, yes, it's good advice.
But isn't more exposure to germs going to build up your immune system?
Well, no, that's not the issue here. The issue is if you go and get coronavirus from, like, some bloke in the street for licking a stranger's eyeballs, as I know you are so prone to do, and then you're like, oh, I think I might go and see me nan this afternoon. Then you like go up to your nan's house and you lick your nan's eyeballs, because of course you do, and then your nan's got coronavirus, and yeah, what are you going to do then? What are you going to do then?
But my nan's she's a tough cookie,
I see. So you're not going to address the eyeball licking thing? That's just a part of your life?
Oh no, that's hello, how are you? I think that we should have desanitizing stations in work rather than hand sanitizing stations. Like,
so you want to dip your hands in pig muck?
Yeah, like, bits of sick and fecal matter and things like that. Just little bowls of it. Just dip your hands in and rub them. Because it builds up your immune system.
Right.
I'm
not sure if that's... I mean, it's kind of true, but, vaccines work off the idea that if you give someone a little bit of the flu, they're not going to get the actual proper full-blown flu. But getting the actual proper full-blown flu would be bad in that situation.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yes, like polio, for example. What? What doesn't kill you make you stronger? How ridiculous is that sentiment? That is up there with, no offence, before saying something outwardly offensive.
Yeah.
So, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Really? So if we cut your arm off, that's just that's going to make you stronger in the day-to-day life, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, but no offence, but you're a piece of shit. What? That's not a no offence statement.
I'm not threatening you, but I'm gonna chop your head off.
Exactly.
No, I was quoting Dwight from The Office. That's what Dwight says in The Office. He's like, no. We should have hand sanitizing stations. Should be little bowls of sick. Everyone dips their hands into. But no, obviously, take care. Stay at home. Don't get ill, you fools. I'll just go out. There's no germs at the clubs. What?
Yeah, it's I keep seeing this meme pop up. It's you know that bit from Friends when Phoebe is trying to teach Joey French?
Yes.
It's they're repeating to each other and all this sort of stuff, and Phoebe is saying to Joey, don't go out side. And now we put that all together. Don't go outside. Picnic in the park! What? Oh, God. I mean, The thing that I really don't get about this people are so sure that they'll survive it or be fine because they will.
Yeah.
Let's be completely honest. It's an eminently survivable thing. But on the same level, why is that a reason to go out and try and get it or go out and accidentally get it? So wait, I'll be fine. Might as well go down the pub. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
What?
The pubs will be empty and they're all closed now anyway. So it's just going to be this guy who's really selfish going out by himself, just walking about going, haha, I can do what I want.
And he's licking everybody's eyeballs, naturally.
Yeah, obviously. No, I think I really hope it just passes.
It will pass, that's the thing. The sooner you get self-isolating, the sooner we can stop doing it, basically.
It's just really annoying. So fuck off. Go away, Corona.
Have you seen that Corona the beer, their stock price has dropped enormously because people don't want to buy it anymore?
That sounds... God, people are so stupid!
I was in Aldi.
Corona? I'm not buying that if it says Corona. Because the two things can't be mutually exclusive. Oh, God.
I was in Aldi. This is like ages ago now, before the time of social distancing. It was just a wash your hands and you'll be alright time Christ, at that point.
You make it sound like some sort of Mad Max.
Well, I was dressed in my
time of social distancing.
Well, I was dressed in my Mad Max gear, which is, of course, very similar to weird leather fetish gear. I was dressed like that, naturally, as I do to go to the supermarket.
You were in a gimp suit.
Yes, that's exactly what I was wearing. How did you know? But but yeah, I walked past the great big stacks of Corona that people just don't want to buy.
Yeah, it's like why? It's not gonna. I bet the guy who named the disease is probably like, he's got a grudge against Corona, the beer.
Maybe
he's just like, I am about to end this man's whole career.
Maybe it's like a Budweiser CEO or something.
Yeah.
That named the coronavirus because I'm going to destroy Corona by naming this virus coronavirus.
Right. Okay. So we've got this disease, and any ideas for names? Anything? And then the Budweiser guy comes in. And he's like, I have a few. And puts his pinky up to the corner of his mouth.
We've got this new epidemic spreading out of South America. What should we name it? How about Boddington's itis? How about we name it that? Oh, God. Have it like a naming convention, like our hurricanes are named actual names. Have a naming convention for diseases, be beer.
That'd be quite good, wouldn't it?
I mean...
Well, obviously...
diseases would be good.
Yeah. If the diseases weren't there, that would be even better. But while they're there, give them some nice names. You know? Make it... Just get some light out of this darkness. God's sake. I was like, oh God, this hour-long bullshit. Are we going to have enough bullshit to talk about? No, there's no problem with that. You know, there's no issue with that one.
My entire life is just one long sentence of me coming up with more and more intricate bullshit.
Yes. I'm in the hottest room in the house. Pasta. And, yeah.
Oh, God.
Do you know what we could do that I really enjoyed doing that we could do again?
Are you going to suggest narrate?
Yes!
Go on, let's narrate. I really enjoy narrate. It's dumb as hell, but I like it.
Thanks, Lewis. Mocking my effort there.
It's not like you didn't come up with it. It's something from somewhere else.
Is that that's what they want you to think?
What?
I was there the whole time. It's like, you know, in Puss in Boots, where Humpty Dumpty is just like in every single bit that, or I'm using Puss in Boots as a very specific example, but like, you know, where unrealistically the villain will be like, I was there the entire time, and they'll cut back to scenes that happened previously, and there's no way that you could have ever known they were there, and then they just appear out the side. It's like, he's like, oh, he was there, he was always there. It's like that.
You know, they were going to go back and retroactively refilm bits of Friends to make something like that happen. They were They were going to make it so that
Friends an awful lot on.
We do talk about Friends. We should have a Friends spin-off podcast.
Yeah, but you hate it.
No, right. The thing is, it's an eminently enjoyable show, but I think it is enjoyable. If you're willing to switch your brain off and not expect it to come up with anything clever, then it does become enjoyable. But also, there are lots of vaguely problematic, weird things that happen within it, which are never really addressed. It's just quite strange.
Podcaster calls all Friends fan base stupid.
No, right. I am a member of the Friends fan base. And as much as I am a moron.
Yeah, as long as you're willing to turn your brain off and let your grey matter fall to the side.
My point is, you can't expect to watch Friends and get something out of it the same way as you'd expect to watch Parasite and get something out of it. Do you know what I mean? Friends would not win a Best Picture if it was an incredibly long film, but do you know what I mean?
I'm under no illusion of how simplistic it is. No offence. Quite a lot of the population.
God. Right, let's do some fucking narrate, Jesus.
Right, okay. Right, okay, so what's the place? What's the venue?
You pick, go on.
Supermarket.
Okay. Okay.
Right, okay, you ready?
So does that mean I've got to start it off since you picked the place?
Yeah, you start it off.
Okay.
Right. Okay, 3, 2, 1, action. Wait a minute, there's an ad. Sorry. Right, go.
I sprinted down the vegetable aisle at Tesco, desperately hoping to get enough leeks for my leek soup that I was making that evening. I did a combat roll across the aisle, dodging the weaponized potatoes that flew through the air, and I saw him at the other end of the store. Leeks in hand, I shouted, "Hey! Hey, you! Don't you come for my leeks!"
He shouted, "Hey! Hey, you! Don't you come for my leeks!" I didn't want his leeks. They looked leaky. I was in here for one thing and one thing only. Toilet paper. I walked along the aisle, ignoring the creepy guy with the leeks, because that was just a bit weird. But I got to the toilet paper aisle, and it was empty. I must have realized that the leaky guy and the lack of toilet paper were somehow connected. I don't know how, but they were. And I ran back and went, "Hey, you! Leaky guy! Where's my toilet paper?"
I lay my leeks on the floor. I took out a knife and I started chopping them up. What I ended up with was several dozen sheets of leek-based paper. And I picked one up, and I picked my liner out in my other hand, and I set it alight, and I said, "Here's your damn toilet paper, you filthy animal," and I threw it on the floor, picked up my leeks, and swore at him profusely.
I don't think he realized that wasn't toilet paper. He just chopped up some leeks and tried to tell me that it was toilet paper. I really had no idea where he was going with this, but I decided to let him say some more stuff to try and clarify his previous actions.
I'll have you know that this is actually perfectly usable as toilet paper. You just have to wish hard enough and you can make it happen. I've generated 3 dozen sheets out of these leeks. I've unrolled them and generated sheets, and I'm going to use these sheets. So there, you jag.
Yeah. He changed his accent very quickly. I just decided to walk out of the store and go home because this was a waste of everybody's time. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Oh, I don't think we understand this.
I don't think we have careers as improv comedians.
No. Do you know what I'll do? This is what I'll do. I'll play one from the actual show, right? I don't know how much copyright will get done for, but I don't think they'll be able to pick it up. But I'll play that, right? Oh, it's a nice wee Hoover. Lovely. Fucking hell. Right, okay, I'll play one for the show. Right.
Together,
There's another ad. Fuck off.
Climate change.
We can change climate change.
We
That's
can,
good.
but not right now, because we need to listen to narrate. Right.
Narrate. This is for Colin and the Freak.
Fast forward this bit.
Set it up bike shop. Take it away, whatever you're ready. 15 years ago, someone stole my Schwinn. I'd been searching all across America and 4 continents. I knew there were others, but I was pretty sure they weren't there. Everywhere led me to this strange bike shop where I noticed the owner was blowing up a Zeppelin. Excuse me. I'm looking for a special Schwinn as a banana seat and a I Love Canada sticker. Good. Yeah. He asked for a banana seat. I wonder why. A banana seat, you say? They're kind of rare nowadays. Are they? You don't have anything like that in the shop? Well, I got one bike in the back room. Really? Having been blinded by his tie, it took me a while to see that he actually had a banana seat sticking out the top of his pants. This was the man I'd been looking for 15 years. Now it was time for him to pay. What's this? That's my banana seat! My banana seat! I'm going to get my gun.
I think the thing we might be missing is an audience that think we're hilarious. That might be what we're lacking.
That's what I'll do. Lewis, right, okay, so I'll play the music, right, and you get like an audience laugh track. 'Cause
Okay, right?
as pointed out by It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, unless there's a laugh track, how are you supposed to know when it's funny? The laughing makes me laugh. It's like, I know it's funny because there's laughter, you know? That is an actual thing. They did that, and like they filmed like their mums and like set up hidden cameras in the house, and it was pretty dark stuff that the mums were doing because they hate each other, and like they were trying to like kill each other constantly in that episode. But like Dennis put like a laugh track over the stuff that they were doing, and it's like, oh, well, that's quite funny. It lightens the mood, and then they turn it into like an actual sitcom where it's like these two bitter people are trying to kill each other, and the rest of the gang are just sitting watching them and putting laugh tracks on it and trying to make a sitcom out of it.
Here is a fantastic laugh track. Do we like that one? Is that good? Is that good enough?
There's that one guy, isn't there, who's really louder than than everyone else.
Okay, right. Have you got the music?
I do. Are we doing it again? Right. You choose the place this time.
Okay, and you'll start it off. Okay. We are in an Apple store.
An Apple store. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. 3, 2, 1. Oh God! There's an ad! God's sake! Right.
Oh, fucking damn it, Ladbrokes.
I walked into this Apple store and realized that I didn't want a phone. I was in the wrong Apple store. I was looking for the apple in the Garden of Eden. I'd heard it was... Thank you. I heard it was in an Apple store, and I went into the wrong one. But I saw this creepy... I saw this creepy guy standing behind the till, and I walked up to him and went, "Hey!"
Well,
nice tie.
I'm glad you like my tie. What about it? What about my tie is it that you like? Is it the colour? Or perhaps the length? Or could it be something different?
Jesus, I thought that guy was pretty loud. But anyway, it's a nice tie. It's got some color to it. It's not too bright. It goes well with the rest of the uniform. I don't even want the apple anymore. Where'd you get that tie? Burton's? Top Man?
No, I actually got it from your drawer.
That's where I'd seen you before. Hiding in the closet with your Superman top on, watching me as I clip my toenails. I don't...
Yes.
Yes.
So there we go. That's how you make a narrate. You have to add a laugh track in.
Yeah, it's really annoying. I don't know how they do it. It's really quite annoying. I like narrate. Narrate's good.
It definitely is. It showcases the talents of an improv comedian, of which I am definitely not one.
Oh no, neither am I. Yeah. Well, there you go, folks.
So have we got any more points to make about pasta, or?
No, let's. The pasta's dead. It's gone. It's been struck from the record of history.
Okay.
Let's. Oh God. Do you hear that, folks? Hear that?
Is that someone mowing their lawn or something?
No, it's a Hoover.
Oh, nice.
But they're using the lawnmower to hoover the floor. I'm gonna have this place as clean as a whistle.
Honey, has the carpet gotten shorter somehow?
Oh, my Xbox is on. That's an inside joke. I used to bring my Xbox down to Manchester when we were filming the 4 o'clock club, and there was one time that I brought it down and I turned it on, and it was like at the start of the season when we were filming, and it just made this really, it still makes it to this day, and it just sort of went like that, and I was just like, that's healthy.
I had the same problem. I took a mini fridge to set when we were filming, and after a while, I came back after a scene, and I turned it on or I turned it off or something, and it started making this noise of the fan or something at the back, and I was like, oh Jesus! Maybe the 4 o'clock club set is just not a good place for electronics.
No, maybe it isn't.
Maybe it kills Xboxes and mini fridges.
I have a question for you, Lewis.
Hit me with it. Hit me with that question.
Who is your favourite YouTuber?
I'm not sure. At the minute, I'm getting quite into cooking YouTube videos. There's these this ensemble of people from Dansaf, and they're called Sorted Food. And they make some really good videos.
You did 3 accents there. Wow, impressive, man.
Thank you. I did French, and I did Dansaf. Thank you very much.
Dansaf. Gary Dansaf, son.
But yeah, they're really good.
Cooking YouTube channel, son. That's a very stereotypical East London accent. Alright, governor. Do you know what? I don't care, because see, every time someone from England tries to do a Scottish accent, they turn into
Scotland!
Mel Gibson. Oh, I take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
For too long, they have denied us our freedom. That's a flawless Scottish accent. I don't know what you're saying.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Can do your best Scottish accent, Lewis.
Hey Danny, how you doing, man?
See, that's not bad.
It's because I've spent decades.
I'll say, hey
Danny.
I'll say the line right, and you try and replicate it as best you can.
Right.
Hey Danny, how you doing, man?
Hey Danny, how you doing, man?
See, that's it, because it's subtler than just, hey Danny, how you doing, man? You know, it's like that's the trap that people fall into. It's like, hey Danny, how you doing, man? Sort of make my voice a little bit more musical, you know, but actually it's just very sort of, there's a twinge of music in it, but it's just it's, you can hear it, but not too much.
I think
Get
the
what I
trick
mean?
with a lot of accents is remembering that people are lazy as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
Russell Crowe, I think, said that the Australian accent is easiest to mimic if you try and keep your top lip as still as possible. And,
Trying to keep your top lip as still as possible. Yeah.
yeah, and like,
bet.
a lot of different American accents are based entirely upon weird habits. Like a New York accent is if you just speak with your lips sort of protruding out from your face, a little bit, like as though you're doing a Mick Jagger face. Then the New York accent becomes easier to do because you started saying things like to, bro. You know what I mean? It becomes easier to do that elongated ooh sound.
Yeah, I get what you mean, man.
Hey, forget about it.
Hey, forget about it. I'm walking it. It must be really horrible if you're from New York and all you get is, hey, I'm walking it. I've never talked like that in my entire life, and people just keep shouting at me in the street. I'm walking it. I've never
Shouting
made
at
that.
him in this. Has he got a sign that says "I'm from New York"?
I swear to God, I have never fucking spoke like that in my entire life, and yet people find it hilarious to just go, "I'm walking it." I've created a disgruntled New York accent hater. Do you know what I like to do
Go
when
on.
I'm bored, Lewis? I like to do riddles. Do you like riddles?
I kind of like riddles. Go on, tell me all about it.
I'll give you a riddle, right, and see if you can figure it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this where I hear you feverishly googling difficult riddles?
No, I've got some written down.
Nah, this boy's prepared.
During which month do people sleep the least?
February.
Yes, well done.
Thank you.
Can you explain why it's February?
Yeah, it's because it hasn't got very many nights in it because it's the shortest month.
Well done.
Thanks.
Well
Thanks.
All things it devours. Birds, beasts, trees, flowers. Gnaws iron, bites steel, grinds hard stone to meal. What does this mean?
Is it water?
No.
Is it time?
It is time.
Oh, good
Yes.
stuff.
Well done. But making it very difficult to get other ones. But an hourglass.
Yeah.
No, wait. Never mind. A man pushes his car up to a hotel.
Is the answer hourglass?
No.
Okay.
and the owner tells her what? I've wrote a man pushes his car up to a hotel. No. What? Right, let me do this again. Do you like riddles, Lewis? No. A man pushes his car up to a hotel and tells the owner that she's bankrupt. Why?
The car is called Bankrupt?
No.
The horse is called Friday.
The man pushes his car up to the hotel
Okay.
and tells the owner that she's bankrupt.
Oh, is it because the hotel owner is bankrupt?
Yes, the hotel owner is bankrupt.
Right, okay.
So how would he know that?
He's from the bank?
No.
The car has an automatic bankruptcy detection engine failure thing?
As plausible as that is, no.
I have no idea. Please tell me.
They're playing Monopoly.
Oh. Okay.
Ta-da! I thought that was quite funny.
I suppose that is kind of semi-funny.
A sundial has the fewest moving parts of any timepiece. What has the most?
The universe?
No.
A watch. A grandfather clock.
No.
An atomic clock. The most moving parts of any timepiece. The human brain.
Is that a timepiece?
In a sense.
Yeah.
Computers?
Nope.
Pasta?
Pasta? No.
No, I don't know.
No. The answer is an hourglass.
Fucking hell.
Because it has thousands of grains of sand.
Very good, Danny. I'm very impressed.
Yeah. So that's right. Okay. So I've done narrate. I've done riddles. Get your fucking finger out, Lewis. Give me something now.
Just give me 1 second, mate. Hang on. Don't stop recording.
Oh God, he's sneezing.
Guess who thought someone was at the door, but it turns out there was nobody at the door.
Oh God, probably you.
Yes, it was me. It was definitely entirely me. I'm going to leave that in because it's hilarious.
Are we leaving that? Are we leaving that in? Are we just gonna?
God knows. I'll figure something out. We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post. Do you know what? This is what it's all about. It's about being imperfect and the minute silence that we almost had. Where I didn't even say anything. Do you know what? We're going to keep that in for you lovely folks. You deserve it. I mean, as much content as you're sitting there social distancing as possible. I have another thing that we could do, Lewis.
Okay, because I have a lot of very boring things that I'm always happy to talk about. So let me know if you need me to be boring very quickly. But yes, go on. Tell me about another thing.
Well, we could do a boring thing in a minute, right? But what?
Okay.
What we could do is, we could do, oh, I forgot. Oh well. What do you call it? What's that thing called?
Oh, well, since you're being so descriptive, it's very easy for me to know and thereby give you the name.
I can't remember what it is.
Right?
I can't remember.
Is it
anyway?
Pasta? Is it sandwiches?
Somehow, I don't believe the answer is pasta. You know, as much as you are aching to talk about pasta,
I actually have no pasta-related topics to talk about now. I burned through my pasta material very early on.
Is it time to talk about pasta again?
I need to get the Pasta Straw Manifesto out there.
To talk about pasta? Fuck's sake. What were we talking? No, yeah, it was YouTubers. We were talking about YouTubers.
Yeah, that was it.
We segued. So you're into cooking. Oh my God, the segues in this show are just shocking. Let's see every other podcast that's got some structure to it. You know, there's some, but we've completely freeballed it today for you people. So please, just be grateful.
Be kind. Be nice to us.
Be kind. Yes. So you like cooking YouTube channels?
I do like cooking YouTube channels. They're good. I enjoy them.
Any specifics that you could recommend?
There is the one I was talking about just now, the Dance Af one, the sorted food. They are. Their intro is like, oh, we're 5 mates from London, and they are pretty good, to be honest with you. 2 of them are like actual chefs, and the remaining 3 are like just blokes that are not chefs. So
wow.
They talk about food, they make food, they have like food challenges. It's pretty good. I enjoy it a lot. If you're into that kind of thing, I'm sure you'd be into that channel. Go and check it out.
That's yeah.
Any YouTubers you're into at the minute?
Specifically with sticking with the cooking theme, I really like baking with Babish.
Yeah,
Is it binging with Babish? I
think it's binging with Babish. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good. He's really good. I like him. What other types of YouTube channel are there? There's gaming channels. There's is there a wee sort of thing at the side of YouTube that gives you some genre picks?
There must be. Are we opening up YouTube now? This is truly great podcast material.
Yeah, it really is.
What is your top recommended video?
I quite like a YouTuber called H Bomber Guy.
Okay.
Who does some great videos on games and films and other topics and stuff like that. I think he's really funny. I also like a YouTuber called ContraPoints.
Mm-hmm.
She talks about some interesting stuff. I'm giving you as minimal detail as possible here, because I want you to discover it for yourself.
I quite like, also on the food topic, there's this one, Bon Appetit. They have like a test kitchen and they make dumb things. I quite like it. It's quite cool. What else have we got? We've got... I used to watch a lot of gaming YouTube channels. I used to be really into that. Like, you know, the Yogscast? Where, like, their head guy is also called Lewis Brindley.
Yeah.
I used to be big into those. I'm less into them now. I think I've just sort of... I keep discovering new things on YouTube and going to different things. But yeah, they were always pretty good. I always used to like those.
Yeah, their Minecraft series, Shadow of Israfel. Loved that. That was funny. Some funny stuff. I still watch that now and again. Sure. Weren't we going to review that?
It was on the list, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Remember, he said we could do anything. We could do books. We could do television. We could do anything. And then we just did films and television. I think we've did one book, and it was 1984.
We'll have to start branching out a bit more. Talk a bit more about books. I'll have to do a cooking special for Void 30.
Yeah. These people signed up to listen to a podcast. Instead, we're just self-critiquing ourselves about shit that we haven't done yet.
This is our self-reflecting
we need to branch out a little bit.
Yeah.
The best comedy is a self-observational comedy, Lewis.
Indeed it is, and that's what you should all bear in mind while you listen to this episode.
And do you know how comedy comes in what, Lewis?
Threes, and it's all about timing.
Hey, boy. Yeah, God.
I have a lot of videos that get recommended to me on YouTube that are just Nick Offerman doing different things. Nick Offerman from what was he from? Parks and Rec, wasn't he? He played Ron Swanson, yeah. And it's like just him doing things. Like one of my top recommended ones is Nick Offerman answers the web's most searched questions. That's just there, which is nice. I'll have to check that out later, which will be exciting.
His laugh is the most unique laugh ever.
Yeah, that was surprisingly good actually. But yeah.
But you were hoping I would be shit at that, weren't you? You were just like, come on. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it was good. It's alright. So I'm good at Jodie Whittaker, Nick Offerman, who else? Just really niche people.
I can't think of anybody else. Can you do Bob Odenkirk?
Better Call Saul.
Thank Christ! Thank God!
Oh, thank God! Thank Christ! Oh, I thought, what can I do for you, gentlemen? Yeah, bitch. I can do Jesse.
Oh, flawless. Flawless.
Yeah, science, bitch. That's what he says, isn't it?
I think so.
It's probably not that. It's probably like, do you know what I found really interesting? How people that misremember famous catchphrases, like with Darth Vader when he tells Luke that he's his father. People think it's Luke, I am your father, but the actual quote is, no, I am your father.
Well, they're so different. So you know.
Yeah, and do you know what's E.T.'s famous quote, Lewis?
Is it E.T. Phone Home? I really don't know.
Yeah, but guess what? Guess what he actually says?
What does he say?
He says E.T. home phone.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's amazing to me how people get that wrong.
You tell him. I can tell you're furious about that. You kick off.
I am. I spend a lot of my days thinking about that one. That's what I'm going to be thinking about during social isolation. Just fucking ET phone.
I'm just scrolling through my recommended video feed on YouTube now. Do you watch a lot of CGP Grey videos? They're good. They're like always really
I like them.
highly crafted and stuff. They're always good.
Yeah, I like Alt-Shift-X.
I am unsure who that is. Tell me about it.
It's another sort of reviewing television/film channel.
Nice.
They do some really well crafted videos. They talk about the Game of Thrones books. They talk about Westworld. They talk about The Expanse, Watchmen, the new series, and the comics as well, which is it's really good. I'd definitely give them a watch. I'm doing the same now. I'm just fucking. I mean, this is it. This is all we need to do. Who else? Lemmy Lewis, remember Lemmy?
I do remember Lemmy. Yeah.
Lemmy's got a YouTube channel, and he does Twitch streams where he does this thing called improv stories, where people send in a sort of synopsis to a story, and he just improvs it and just see what happens, and they're usually pretty funny.
Very good. I remember the day you introduced me to Lemmy. We were sat in the green room at 4 o'clock club. And we were talking about a couple of Lemmy's different jokes and everything, and we'd been gotten in early that day. We thought we had quite a late start, and we thought, oh well, we've got something urgent to do, is what we'd been told. And we thought, oh god, right, okay. So we got our bags and got dressed and everything, got to sat in the green room, and you telling me all of Lemmy's different jokes and everything. Then you turned away from me, went, what time is it? And then I went, oh, it's 9:05. And I remember you just filling with this blood-boiling rage at that point. It's like, it's 9:05. They told us it was urgent and we had to be here, but it's 9:05. Oh, God.
Do you remember when they needed me for that scene, and all they wanted me to do was stand at the edge of the frame and look at you talking to Mr. Nunn.
I do remember that, yeah.
And I was like, why am I here?
Because that was the only thing you had to... If I remember right, that was the only thing you had to do that day.
That was it. That was the entire day. And I was like, what am I doing here? Why? And the director, Tim, was like, because you're his friend and you're here to support him. It's like, but he's not... He doesn't need supporting. There's no emotional weight. It's just me standing going...
Which is, of course, the noise you like to make often. I forget what it was. It might have been 4 o'clock club. It might have been another job. I really, really can't remember. But I'd been got in for a job right first thing in the morning. It was when I say an early start in the TV and film industry, an early start is an early start. Like they'll pick you up at 7 or something stupid, and then you get there, get dressed, do your scene or whatever, and then the call sheet for that day, I was in the first thing of the day and the last thing of the day. I was thinking, well, that's shit, but I've just bought a new book, and I thought, I'll read something, I'll listen to some music, I'll fill the time, I'll do something. So I was there, first thing in the morning, did my scene, which I think was just like a very short little thing, and I was finished that scene. We started at 8, and I was finished by like past, or something crazy like that. And I remember going back up to the green room, getting changed into my normal Lewis Brindley clothes, going to the green room, and I was sat there for ages thinking, my God, this is going to take ages. I've got to wait till like sort of 6, 7 p.m. tonight to like film this scene sort of thing. I can't believe that. And I went down and sat on set when they were in the right place where I was expecting to be. This must have been about 3 p.m. and I was thinking, okay, well, it's just a few hours, but I can stand here and chat with the crew and wait a bit. And then it came to 6:30, I think it was. The filming day ends at 7. It got to 6:30 and a runner came up to me and said, Lewis, can we just get you to go and put your costume on? I was like, yeah, of course, mate, don't worry about it. So I went down to costume. I got changed into, I remember clear as day, it was like a tuxedo, I think it was, or something equally ridiculous that they had me put on. So I was there at 6:45, tuxedo on, stood there chatting to the crew. And I was, the runner came past again, and I said, "Are we just about on my bit now?" And he went, "Yeah, we should be on it any minute now." So good stuff. And I stood there in this corridor on my own, just like I think I had like my phone in my hand, and I was like scrolling through Instagram or Facebook, I should do. And 6:55, someone comes in, I think it must have been the same runner, to be honest with you. And they say to me, Lewis, you've been waiting since since 8:30 this morning. Yeah, it turns out we didn't need you, mate. We're not going to be able to fit you in. I was like, oh! But that is the nature of the job. I completely don't mind that at all. I think I quite often think the acting I would do for free. It's the doing it again and the waiting around that you get paid for, sort of thing. That I don't mind it. It's just I remember stood there and going, oh my god, what? Just waited 10 hours and oh, but yeah.
Do you know? I think that you and I are the most consistent when it comes to finding ways to amuse ourselves.
Right.
And when we're waiting for something, the stuff that we did, it was insane.
I remember. I think it must have been early that year of filming. We moved to the new school, and it was first one of the first days. We said to the security guard, "Have you got like a bin just for the green room? Because we haven't got anything to chuck rubbish in or whatever. Have you got like a bin going spare or anything?" And he said, "Oh, I'll get in touch with the locations and all this and all this." And he came back to us later that day when we walked past his office, and he said, "Sorry lads, we haven't got anything about, but if you find something, then it's yours," sort of thing. And we're thinking, "Oh, great, yeah." So I think it must have been the first week of filming. We were exploring around this school. I'm thinking, oh, this is a weird little room with like absolutely weird random stuff in it, and then we'd walk out and close the door and never think about it again, as you do.
Yeah.
And I remember we were looking around on the stage at the school, and we're thinking, oh, so this is the stage. So what's all this stuff back here? And we're like stumbling through this lighting booth and being like, oh, okay, so this is like the house lights, and this is the this and the and whatever. And there's just this box on a shelf, and I remember thinking, I'm looking at you and going, that's just an empty box that must be here from before the production even showed up. And I remember picking the box up and just walking past you out of the room, and we must have walked past a security camera or something, because when we'd wrapped up for the day, you and I walked past the security guard's office to get out, and he went, "So you found something then, did you?" And we went, what do you mean, mate? He went, "Oh, that box you found." And I was like, "Oh, yeah." And he went, "No, that's fine, don't worry about it." And I was just like, oh my god. I think for ages I was like walking around the school doing scenes and stuff, but there was always a little bit of the part in the back of my head as I was walking down a corridor thinking, so how many of these security cameras are actually thinking, where are all these secret security cameras that I'm not seeing?
You're doing a scene and you see something and you're like, oh, I could use that. Come back later when everyone's cleared off and nick that bad boy. We got a TV as well. Remember we had the huge TV?
Yeah, I remember we mentioned it on like an offhand to the first AD, just saying, we've got this green room, and because at the time we were too old to go in the kids' green room, too young to go in the adults' green room, so they gave us like a small additional green room sort of thing where we were. We said just on the offhand to the first AD about this green room. We were saying, it's great. Yeah, we've got this sofa and it's nice in there and all that sort of stuff. It's a bit of a shame we haven't got a TV because they've got one upstairs in the kids' green room. But what can you do, sort of thing. And first AD, there's got to be somewhere in this enormous school. There has to be a TV somewhere. And I remember sort of looking at you and just being like, yeah, there has to be one somewhere. Surely,
let's find one.
And we had like a massive break, and we were going through the school. I would like to point out, we were not like breaking into storage rooms or anything. We were walking down corridors and thinking, oh, these are all just like old offices. There's not going to be anything in here. There's not going to be anything. And we walked, I think it was like lunchtime, we walked past this old storeroom with these big enormous windows on it. And we saw this box that said LG or something on it. And both me and you were like faces pressed up against the glass thinking, that's a TV. That's a TV in there. And,
that's a big TV.
The door was like locked shut. And we went to this same security guard that had just days previously said, you just found this random box that you're going to use as a bin. But he just went to him and said, mate, in this back storage room, we've seen this box and we think it's got a TV in it. It's like, can we go in there and have a look? We don't mind. Like, we don't mind having the key off you and going and have a look and all this sort of stuff. And he said, no lads, that's all right. Go for it, sort of thing. I'll come with you and let you in. And he took the key and unlocked the door and let us in and was like, yeah, I think that is a TV. Yeah, because this is an old storeroom for such and such a thing that he mentioned. And I went, oh, right, okay, so is anybody using this? Because I wanted to try and say, without saying, so can we have this?
Can we have this?
Can we have this? But I didn't want to actually say that. So I ended up saying to him, so is anybody using this? Is this any stuff is this stuff in this room in use? And he went, no, it isn't. You can have that if you want, as long as you put it back in the box and take it back at the end of the shoot. And I was like, oh, great, yeah, I would love that! So I remember dragging this TV box like through the corridor and then setting it up in the green room and being like, "Yep, perfect."
I've got to say, it was the biggest TV I think I've ever seen in my life. And then I brought down my Xbox
and connected that, yeah.
Yeah, and I wasn't there for a good couple of days because I wasn't needed, and I was back up in Scotland, and I just got this message from Lewis on Instagram, and it was a photo, and I opened it. And it was just, the Xbox was on, the TV was on, and the Xbox home screen was up, and just a small caption that said, "It's working."
Oh, God.
And do you remember I brought down War of the Ring as well?
Yeah, it was like
that enormous board game that took like hours to learn, and we managed to do like 3 games of it.
Yeah, I do. It's absolutely. We were very lucky with that production and the staff we were working with. We were very, very lucky to have such a fantastic crew. Like at one point, I remember you and I looking around the room and being like, "It's a bit boring in here. Do you want to go and see if we can find like something to put on the walls?" We ended up going to the art department and saying, "Have you got any photos of us that we can just have, please?" And the next couple of days, I think they put something in the kids' green room that was like old 4 O'Clock Club press photos from days gone by, sort of thing. And we picked out a couple of ones we liked and just stuck them to the walls. And it's just like, we're very lucky to have such a helpful, such a brilliant crew on that show.
Oh yeah, it was so good. It was so much fun.
Yeah, I remember going up to the kids' green room and it was just
we stole a chair. No, it was a couch.
Yeah, that was it. We went up to we were measuring our green room because we had these chairs in there, and we sort of said, these chairs are like not very comfortable, are they? Do you want to see if we can get something else? And I was thinking, there's probably like an old like a spinny chair somewhere in one of these offices that nobody's using. And what was it we did? We measured the gap between the wall and the desk.
That's right.
By like stepping between them, so that it was like so this is 7.5 feet. But I was saying 7.5 of my feet, 7.5 steps from this to this. I went up to the kids' green room, and nobody was in there at the time. And we were literally sort of walked alongside all these sofas going, no, that one wouldn't fit. Oh no, that one would. Ooh, I like this leather sofa that we've found. Yeah,
we found this small leather sofa that fitted perfectly into the place. And we were just like, yeah, we'll take that bad boy.
So we went next door to the production office and said to the producer, hi, There's a sofa in the other room. They've got like 3 sofas, and there's not enough of them to fill the sofas up. Can we have it? Can we? Because we'll swap out the chairs that we've got for that sofa. Like, we don't mind that. That's perfectly fine. And I remember quite clearly the producer said to us, "Will it fit?" And we went, "Yes, we've measured it." Just like, yes, we've measured it. And
I'm looking at my Instagram, and I've got a picture of you sitting on the leather sofa that we found, just sort of looking up to the sky in hope.
Oh God.
Oh God. So good. So good. Oh, it's such... Oh God. I was going to say something. I can't say that though. That would... Wink wink. You know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about. And the listeners will never know.
You'll never know. But yeah. Jesus.
Exciting times. I look forward to stealing all the more sofas in all the more jobs in years to come.
Yes.
Hire me. I'll steal a sofa.
Are you using that massive LG TV by any chance? You can have it. You can. Oh, brilliant. Cheers.
The thing that got me about what we did was people weren't kicking off, let's be entirely honest. But like people's immediate reaction was like, where the hell did you get that TV from?
Yeah.
And we're like, oh no, don't worry. We asked security, we asked locations, nobody was using... You could have done the same thing that we
did. We just took the initiative to but you need to understand, folks, is that this room was empty.
Yeah.
I mean, it was barren. There was nothing in it. Nothing. And then, a couple of weeks in, people that had been in the room before went, "Oh, it's pretty dark and dusky in here. There's not a lot in." And then they came back and found the two of us sitting in there on a leather sofa with an Xbox, a
mini fridge, yeah,
a mini fridge, and it was like pimp my room. It looked like night and day, and they were just like, "What the hell's this?"
I remember asking. I think it must have been the producer, because I think he was said to us, "Are you okay being in this other green room that they'd selected for us?" And we said, "Yeah, that's fine, but is there any chance we could get like a couple of lockers or something?" And I was thinking, it's an old school. There's probably some kind of a locker or a cupboard somewhere that is going out of use. And then the next day, the producer came up to you and I and said, "Lads, yeah, what you were saying about lockable lockers sort of thing, so you could just put your phone in and forget about it. Yeah, we've got you this room down the corridor that's like a lockable door." And I remember thinking, "Oh yeah, there's a room." And he showed us the room, and I was like, "Yes, this should do quite nicely."
I lost one of the keys once, and I can't remember. I lost it once, and then I had to go and get another one. But what we realised is that it didn't just open the room to the green room. It opened every single door in the school.
We were filming a scene at one point, and the head of the lighting guys, or head of the Sparks, came over to us and said, "Lewis, mate, can I see your key?" And I showed him, and it was the same as the one he was holding. And I said, "Well, where is that the key for?" And he said, "Oh, this is the key for the lighting room." Like the one of the lighting storerooms or whatever he said. And I was like, "All right, okay." And he said, "Can I try and unlock your door?" And I was like, "Yeah, go for it, mate." And we realised very quickly these keys were all the same. And it's like, well, what's the point of even having a key?
Yeah, skeleton keys.
Mm-mm. Oh God.
Which I naively thought to be a key with a skull on it, but I was like, oh wait. Oh God, good times. Good times.
Indeed. Ah, well, this is certainly longer than a lot of the other podcasts we've done.
It certainly is. But just I've been while we were talking about that, I was thinking about what Lemmy does, and what we could do is I'll give you a scenario, right, Lewis?
Right.
And you just try and make something up.
Okay.
Because we're just copying everyone today, so fuck it. Okay, so a stranger knocks on your door and has a request.
Oh, I have to improvise something on this, do I? Or I have to tell a random story?
Tell a random story.
Okay. I open the door to see a stranger there, and I have no idea who he is, and he says to me, "Hi, have you got any parrot food?" And I look at him and I say, "No, I don't have any parrot food. Why is that important?" And he says, "Well, I've got a parrot, and it's going hungry at the minute, and that's just not good." And then I say, "Well, see, the thing is, you're not real, and this is actually all a story that I'm telling, and I've got no idea where to go from here. So, can I see your parrot, please?" And he says, "No." And then I close the door, and I go and sit down.
Excellent. And that's how it's done.
That's how it's done. Don't go and watch Lemmy do it. Well, listen to that.
Yeah, Lemmy, eat your heart out, man. Fuck's sake. Oh, goodness. Random shit like that. I love that. I love doing stuff like that. Do you remember that thing I told you where it was like someone's talking about something really benign and just pretend that you're really upset about it and just be like, just gonna drop it. Gonna drop it. And then like bring it up like every couple of weeks and be like, did you mean to say that? Did you What about what? About the curtains? Did you mean to bring that up? Oh, the curtains. Gonna drop it. Just gonna drop it.
Oh, crikey.
Wow.
I think I might be running out of steam a bit here. We've told war stories about scavenging TVs.
Yes. Well, Lewis, there is one thing that we forgot.
Go on.
And if the mural.
The mural, yes, of course, I had forgotten about that. Yeah. It's a good job you bloody said something.
Yeah, and it's the deadline is today.
It is indeed.
Well, it won't be today because it'll be Sunday when you listen to this. But it's today, the 23rd. I don't want to give out our shooting schedule, but our incredibly secretive shooting schedule. But So we've got a new mural created by a person.
Yep. We really like it. We're going to make it the header on our website for a little bit, and we are excited. We are excited to do this. It is Darius Siago. Siago? I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but still, it is very cool. If you have not seen it, go and check it out. It'll be on our website by the time you listen to this. It is a cinema, and on the screen is my beautiful face and some weird Scottish bloke. And
Yeah.
I think it's really cool. It's really cool. There's a little coffee cup, there's a little wheel of bullshit. I really like it.
Yeah, I really like it as well, and it's homely, is what it is. It invites people in. It's like, look, this is very, very family friendly. You said we're excited about it as if, like, please believe us. We're excited. No, we are.
I promise we're excited. I promise.
That's good. Well.
Yes, go and check out the website if you haven't to see that fantastic art by Darius.
This has been such a strange episode.
It really has.
Oh.
If you like this format, let us know. You can comment on the episode on YouTube or Instagram or whatever. You can send us messages. You can send us emails.
Yeah.
Just let us know if you like it, because we enjoy doing things like this because it's ridiculous and stupid. So we'll definitely be happy to do some more.
Definitely. Maybe I'll put some more structure in next time.
Okay.
And not just ramble for an hour and 20 minutes. Jesus. Goodness. Do you know what I've always wondered about our logo, Lewis?
Go on.
I'm doing it again. But your arm is missing.
Yes, it is. It's because I had to edit my face out of a headshot that I had taken. So I was just like, oh, well, none of them have enough arms in for it to really be... Like, I was playing around with where to put my picture, and I was like, well, I've got these photos where I've got shoulders, and I've got these photos where I've got the... I could not actually find one better than that. So...
Yeah, you look armless. Oh God. Yeah. Well, I think we've bullshitted for far too long.
I think we have. This is true.
So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some shilling, and then we're gonna tell you what's next in the world of bullshit.
Indeed,
and
we are.
podcasting.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I am on Instagram at O'Hiram. I am on Twitter at Kelzo2000. I'm on Facebook at Daniel Kerr Actor, which is a Facebook page. What are you on, Lewis?
I am on Instagram at Lewis_Brindley. I am on Twitter at LewisBrindley4, and I have a Facebook page called Lewis Brindley. The podcast is hosted by Podomatic, so you can go and check it out there. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Deezer. We have a YouTube channel where I am making my way through uploading all of the old episodes, and we will soon be live there with super up-to-date, fantastic episodes. So go and check it out.
Yes, we have a PayPal donate button.
We do.
We're on Patreon, so anything you can spare, but you know, it's very unlikely, and we would urge you to look to your families and your friends before you even think about donating to this amazing this podcast. But yeah, so this has been our sort of lockdown social distancing coronavirus special, where we just try and keep you from being bored for an hour and a bit.
Yes, we hope we helped.
Cheer you up a wee bit, in this dark time. But stay safe. Keep yourself healthy and happy.
Yes.
And we hope you enjoyed.
Yes, I hope you enjoyed it. See you soon for Parasite or more bullshit. God knows what we're going to do, but it'll be something.
Aren't we?
Oh no, not Parasite. What's it called? Arrival.
Is it not? Hey! Yeah, we're doing Arrival. See, we're still doing it. Yeah, we're gonna do Arrival, aren't we?
Yeah,
Are we doing Arrival? Do you want to do Arrival?
Yeah,
I don't mind.
yeah.
We can do Arrival. We can do Leaving.
Yeah.
We can leave as we talk about Arrival.
Hey, I like that. Yeah, let's do that.
See, I'm fucking rolling with the punches. Anyway,
Thank you very much for listening.
thank you so much,
we hope
and we'll see you next week.
Yes, we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.